Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to a Monday edition of 5 Minutes with Phil, and I want to wish you a very happy Memorial Day to you, and I hope it's been a good weekend for you. And I decided to do something a little bit different for our 5 Minutes with Phil today, and really wanted to focus on this whole idea of remembering. You know, Memorial Day in our country is basically a day that we remember, that we pay homage to those who not only fought for us in the armed services, but also gave their lives for us in the armed service. And we hold this day very special in our country. So it's not just about barbecues and having an extra day off, but it's about remembering. And it's on that subject of remembering that I want to take us to our verse and our thoughts for today as we look at God's Word together. So we're going to go to the Old Testament, okay? We're going to go to Deuteronomy. It's the fifth book of the Bible. Deuteronomy chapter 6, and we're going to start in verse 12. And in fact, we'll just keep it at verse 12 today. Take a look at the screen, and let me read this for you. Here's what it says. Be careful that you do not forget the Lord, who brought you out of Egypt, out of the land of slavery. Now, what's going on here, okay? You've got Moses, who is writing this, and God is working through him, and basically the people of God, the Israelites, are being told, hey, you know, don't forget everything that God has done for you, because the Israelites used to be in slavery to the Egyptians, and God brought them out of that, and he had them cross the Red Sea. I mean, pretty incredible stuff that God did for them. And this verse reminds the people of God, do not forget, always remember everything that God has done for you. Now, you probably see where I'm going with this, right? How soon we forget sometimes the things that God has done for us. Maybe because our memory is a little bit too short. Sometimes we might even have a what have you done for me lately kind of attitude when it comes to God. And I think that we should be reminded in the same way, don't forget everything that God has done for you. For some of us, he didn't deliver us out of actual slavery, but he delivered us from things that really had us bound and really had us tied up and really had us defeated. Some of us, God has brought us out of addiction. God has brought us out of sin. For some of us, the Lord has brought us out of depression and anxiety and fear. He's brought us out of all of that, and we're different people now. God has made us what the Bible calls new creations in him. Everything's passed away, all things are made new. God's done that for us, and we should never forget that. We should never take it for granted. When you wake up in the morning, thank God for what he's done for you. Some of us can point to an answer to prayer that God has given us recently, where, okay, God, you answered this prayer, and I choose to remember that, and I thank you for that. And you know what that does? We're not doing that to build up God's ego, okay? No. We're doing that because that builds up our faith. That builds up our trust in God. So when we forget everything he's done in the past, then our faith isn't really high to trust him to do anything in the future. And when we go to him and we say, okay, God, thank you for saving me, for answering my prayer, for delivering, for touching my family. I mean, you can go on and on and on and on with all the things that he's done for you. If you remember that, God will build your faith, and that will really give you a very healthy outlook on your relationship with God. So on this day where we talk about remembering, as we should, let's also remember what God has done for us as well. And that will build our faith. All right? I hope you have a great holiday with your family. God bless you, and we'll talk to you again later. Bye-bye.